So, here's my review for the Batman SuperMan saga in Smallville. Season 11. There's really not a whole lot to say about it. It's run of the mill in terms of like Superman stuff. So the Superman side of things is, BS. It became a Batman comic book. I'm not opposed to that, but it is Smallville. Hopefully the next arc, because I get a feeling there's going to be a second one, has a lot less Batman. I want to see him as a supporting character in this instance. I am happy that we got a lot of Batman. Like, they filled this to the brim with Batman. It does seem weird to me, though, that the villain they chose to go with Batman is Mr. Freeze. Why? They did have Joe Chill, and it kind of worked, but as an introduction, Smallville Joker would have been cool. I want to see what he would do. So. But I already know that there's another story with Batman. I just don't know if it's going to be a Batman arc, This is my new video. It's a Star Wars Battlefront, as well as... It's just called Star Wars Ergerts. And then I just titled it Star Wars #1. Yeah, I'm making a #2 as we speak. Well, not as we speak, because I'm doing this as we speak. But after, I'm going to do this. So, yeah. One thing I do have to critique about this is, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order looks like it's going to be great. But this is where Star Wars and EA basically get their reputation. Yeah. So anyways, the Star Wars, the Batman Superman Smallville saga, basically, Batman comes in trying to kill Joe Chill, and we get a lot of that. Batman is sort of the antagonist for like the first half of it, maybe the first quarter. So we get more Batman v Superman. This time, though, the fight is awesome, and I want to see, like, a version of that in Crisis. Just, like, a little flashback scene, like, Superman, like, the Smallville Superman, he walks up to Kevin Conroy's Batman, or at least Bruce Wayne, and is like, and starts to have flashbacks, and then, you just see that fight scene, because that was amazing. I want to see that played out for, like, just exactly. Since they announced Smallville Season 11 will be canon to this event. Because, dude, so Batman, he's like the most badass he's ever been. He's got a red sun emitter on his chest. That's his new giant logo. And then when he clicks his fists together, he gets super strength. And after he clicks his fists together, he uppercuts Superman. And then he kicks him, or he punches him through a wall. And I was like, what the hell? I want to see that during Crisis. We also see that the new Nightwing is actually Batgirl, Barbara Gordon, and only because she doesn't want to be called Batgirl. Batman suggests Batwoman, I think, at one point, and she's just like, no. So yeah, she just goes with Nightwing. There's a lot of Lois Lane and Nightwing stuff, Barbara Gordon stuff, and that's really cool. But it's strange. I've only seen Smallville seasons 1 through 3 because the DVDs we have of 4 are not working. Someone used them as a coaster. I've stated that before. But this version of Lois Lane is really foreign to me. Like, she's really weird in comparison to the comics version. She's full of energy and just like Nora West Allen actually on Flash. She's just bubbly and it's really weird. Normally she's very calm. Occasionally cracks a few jokes. Just imagine seeing this version in the DCEU. It would be weird. Of course, I'm not only familiar with the DCEU version. I read all of comics, and I read or I watch the cartoons and stuff. If it's DC, I'm familiar with it. Throw one at me in the comments, okay, bro? But yeah, this is just a weird arc. I love it though. Batman gets a really cool suit, but then Superman gets this lame ass Iron Man crypto-proof suit, and I was just like, okay. I was like, this Batman suit is more Batman. This Superman suit is like no Superman at all. It was like the Supergirl Iron Man suit. I was like, what? Hey, maybe the Arrowverse writers have been reading that comic too, and they're like, dude, look what he does. We're gonna do that too. We're gonna do that too. The Supergirl suit looks better, but it's like the Superman one is just okay. Tony, getting ready to file a lawsuit at this Mr. Clark Kent. He's stealing our shit, bro. Our shit. But yeah, it was really lame. But yeah, I thoroughly loved it. I'm gonna get into the rating and then I'm gonna explain a little bit more. So 8.9 out of 10? Sounds good? Nah, it's more of a 9.8 out of 10, actually. I know I just flipped the numbers, but there was some complex math going on in my head right there. So, yeah, it's really, really good. It's just, there are a few things that hold it back, like Mr. Freeze. He's just Mr. Freeze. The Green Arrow and Batman rivalry was not as good as it could have been. And the Joe Chill stuff ended far too soon. I think it would have been really cool for Bruce to have tortured him and Superman to be like, and just like Superman to realize the kind of person he is. I think that would have been really cool. Never happened. Never happened. Currently, I've started The Haunted. I don't think that's concluded yet, so I'll get to that later. But The Haunted with Lex Luthor and his sister. Can't remember her name at the moment. And I'm also not familiar with that version of the character. Like, it sounds like it's a different version of what we have on Supergirl, if I remember correctly. But I can't remember, like, Tess Mocker. So, yeah. By the way, the evil Tess Mocker twist on Supergirl doesn't work at all. It was just the stupidest shit I had ever seen. It wasn't even in a good way. I guess they wanted to make her a more interesting character because the most interesting thing she'd been involved in was when Cisco and Gypsy accidentally ended up going to Earth 38 instead of where they wanted to go during their fight in Flash Season 5. 4? 3. It was 3. But anyways, yeah. So, neurotoxin fusing Lex and his sister together, that was weird. He's got a new brain and he doesn't remember anything prior to this, so that's weird. I don't know. But yeah, the Batman arc, it just ended. The things just. It was pure spectacle rather than story, I think. It was like an amusement park ride rather than cinema. But that's where I'm going to wrap this video. And yeah, 9.8 out of 10. I may have a Batman bias, though. I've been told I have that. Deathstroke exists in the Smallville universe, but he sucks. Manu Bennett for the win! I'm beyond Deathstroke now.